Our third game's going to be on Ghost Lake, and if you're ready, I mean, we could go straight into
I
it
am
if you
ready.
like. Okay, you are ready. I am ready too.
Okay.
So let's do it. In three, two, one, play. And on the stream, here we go for game two. Sorry, game three. Nicov versus Slam on. Oh, that's actually the wrong thing altogether. I somehow changed the scene by mistake. My bad. Let's try that again. Hello, guys, and welcome to Game 3 between Nicov and Slam here. It's 1-1 right now, and our third game is going to be played on Ghost Lake. This is the home map pick for Slam. And joining me once again is Milmano. I'll let him do the introduction of the players and the Sibs right now.
All right, everybody. Welcome. To the west of the map, we're going to have a Slam here playing as the Britons. It's going to be interesting choice. We'll cap on that in a second. But on to the east of the map in the red color, we're going to have Nicov playing as the Indians.
As well,
Wait,
again.
again? Man, he loves this Civ. That's for sure.
Yes.
So, yeah, on Ghost Lake, though, okay. I need a minute here to figure out why Indians. I mean, we've gone through it before about how good Indians are, but still, because you normally when we see Ghost Lakes, I always just see like Mayans or even Britons on Ghost Lake because of that ability to be able to be so mobile with the crossbows and so on, be able to pick off. Or if you go into Mayans, of course the plumed archers. But with Indians, okay, you can try and go for camel archers, but that's like playing Koreans and going for war situation to go with. But I mean, they're great for economy, as we both know. It's just something I wouldn't expect at all for Ghost Lake.
Well, Ghost Lake can be a lot harder to wall and defend. I mean, it depends a lot on the map generation, because obviously you can't wall on this ice, and it can be a problem. And looking at Nikov's TC, it's very close to the ice, but he should be able to get some kind of wall off done there. I mean, it might be a little tough, actually. In fact, might be very tough, but we will see how that develops. People in the chat asking about why is there snow on my why can I see white snow on my stream right now? I actually did put the no snow patch on, and so many people complained that we decided to do a poll, and the poll results turned out that the majority of people prefer snow, so that's why we have snow. So right now, we got to talk a little bit more about the map and what this could mean for the players, and also how this Civ matchup might go as well, since this time it's the Britons versus the Indians, and it's an all new Civ matchup that we've not seen yet. What do you want to start with here? Do you want to talk about the Brits, maybe?
Yeah, Britons map. Looking right, in all fairness, for Slam. Like, he's got a front section he can wall off fairly easily. He's got gold at the back that is just beautiful. I mean, it's a little bit into the tree line, but that's okay. I would have that if it's at the back. And in all fairness, you can get most of the efficiency from the saturation, so that's fine. And the one next to it is other golds on the other side of that wood line. Man, that is pretty sweet. So anything else to really of note? The stone's also really safe too. It's at the edge of the map. It's the south of TC, you could call it. And the other stone is, I don't know the other stone is. I can't even see it. Oh, there it is, up in the north. It's okay. It's a good map, I think. It's easy to close off, generally speaking, especially on the front section. The left he can do with some walls if he wants to really close himself off, which you might want to do. I think it's a better map than Nikov's at the moment, from the look of it. That's for sure.
Yeah, he's already started the house wall across the front as well, so keeping that in mind right from the outset of this game. But yeah, I mean, let's see. We've got 5 vills out on wood already for Slam right here. And, a drush isn't an uncommon strat for this map. So let's see if he throws down a barracks next to this house any minute now as they start scouting over on Nikov's side. Nicov on the other side, well, I mean, he has got a nice gold position on the back, but I'm a little bit more concerned about how open the front of his base is with the ice here. He's got to wall off. You see these 2 houses on the south of his base? He can wall that up to the ice, but then he's got to kind of wall around it, and it could get a little messy, but we'll see how he decides to handle that. Right now, the berries are kind of blocking him from walling up as well, and I think this could be a good opportunity for Slam to drush, and that's why he's building a barracks. But that doesn't mean he's going to drush. I mean, this is the 3rd time now that Slam's built a barracks at 6 minutes 30 and then not drushed. He's done it twice already. This could be the 3rd time. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, clearly building this wall down here to start closing his map up a little bit. And yeah, Nicov, meanwhile, going up to feudal once again, very quickly. 20 population, doesn't hang around. And yeah, I think that's possible partly due to the fact that Ville's costing him less food, of course. And once he gets, I mean, I would almost expect him to go into scouts again here.
Yeah, I think it's fairly reasonable to say it's going to go to scouts again, just from the look of it. I can't see why else you would go to the other. I don't think he's got the real economy to be able to go for archers as such, because you've got to get the mining camp up, extra 100 wood to go for. The only way you can do that is if you actually sacrifice another lumber camp and just make your wood line incredibly inefficient. But I don't think he's going to do that. The interesting is going to be this drush. There is a drush confirmed from Slam. There's a drush confirmed from Slam.
Third time's the charm.
We saw the last game as such. Well, we saw Man at Arms.
It was Man at Arms. Yeah. It wasn't a drush.
Yeah, it was Man at Arms. It wasn't a drush.
This is going to be this is going to be a lot earlier, and I think Slam wants to abuse the fact that Nikov's map is really unwallable, especially on the south side as well. I mean, Nicov should see this coming. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's seen the barracks. I'm sure he's seen the Man at Arms as well. So he's going to just take this time to push one more deer towards his TC before it gets lamed, and probably wall up his wood lines. Yep, there you go. And he'll probably wall out towards this house, and with that, his economy should be fairly safe. Actually, I mean, it's amazing how creative players can get with their walls when it calls for it. And I think actually Nikov's done a good job here. As long as he closes out this hole here between the house and the wall, he should be fine. As the stable comes up, and as predicted, we're going to see some scouts.
Yep, there we go. Yeah, it's really nice there.
Oh,
Nicov.
but the hole.
No.
I said if he closes the hole. What does Nicov not do? He doesn't close the hole. So now the militia are in. And he's going to take a little spray of arrows from the TC. But Nicov, that is not how you wall up, my friend. You got to close those gaps off. Nicov now 3 militia inside the walls. And where did that villager go on the south side? I mean, it's like he just partially walled that and left it. I'm not sure where he went.
I have no idea. He's like, I give up. What's the point? The trash is in already.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And now it's just a case of harassing and being annoying. And this is going to buy Slam lots of time because these scouts now have to hang around and deal with this. And if we quickly look over at the other side of the map, no, Slam's walled up. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he?
What a shocker. What a shocker. Yeah, this is really well played by Slam. I mean, he was let's be honest, he had a bit of luck in there for sure to get that drush through. But hey, it's what counts. And he's able to make sure he's going to do a lot of delay here. And is he actually up yet in terms of being close? No, he's just about 45% up. This looks to me like a drush FC build then from Slam. He's got 4 in the gold, plenty of farms down. Yeah, it's just looking pretty nice for him. We'll see how well he can pay off, though, this drush.
Well, I think Slam wants to abuse the Castle Age spike, the power spike that the Brits get in the Castle Age. You know, cheaper TCs, crossbows with the extra range, and that's a really powerful thing to have at your disposal, especially if you get there a lot faster than your opponent, which is, guaranteed to happen in this position with Nicov building these scouts here. And yeah, I just think this is a good play, a good decision from Slam to go for this strat here. Right now, though, I mean, of course, the drush will eventually get cleaned up. He's probably going to lose everything back here at the cost of... well, he didn't kill anything from Nicov, but that's fine. His objective is complete. He's harassed some vills a little bit. He's forced Nicov to play defensive and bought himself the time to wall up back at home long enough that he can get an archery range and a blacksmith and a couple more farms, and he'll be good to go up to that Castle Age fully walled up. And yeah, I mean, Nicov now, what can he do with these scouts? Really, not a lot at all.
No, I don't think so. And this again, I'm touching on from your Castle Age point from the Britons, especially for Nicov here. His map. He hasn't he's got a back wood line, but he hasn't gone onto it as such. He's gone for both sort of forward-ish. One does not so much, but with the 8 range, he can definitely hit both. Nikov's got a bit of stone walling up, but again, he still hasn't patched that hole, Zach.
Oh, wow. You'd think.
Get up. Yeah, you'd think. And then he might regret it if he doesn't patch it up soon enough. Anyway, it's an archery range, blacksmith down from Slam, and he should be up in the next about 30 seconds or so. Once that villager comes out, he might just... I thought he might idle. I thought he might idle, actually, but he won't.
I mean, to be honest, for Nicov here, it's not so bad, because Yeah, okay, he's getting wheelbarrow right now. It's gonna maybe slow his castle time a little bit. He doesn't have that many farms up, so it might be a little bit premature. But even still, as the Indians, we've said it before, we've said it many times. The cheaper vills, it's going to be adding up. It's really going to be adding up, and it's going to mean that he can adapt. He's building a few stone walls out here. He's got the villagers out on the gold, and he should be up to castle reasonably quickly as well, considering the situation. He did build the 4 scouts, and he didn't do a fast castle build order. But Slam is on the way up already. His second range is coming up, and I think this is going to be a powerful play from Slam. Bear in mind as well that, okay, we know that Nikov's probably going to make some skirms here. We know he's probably going to play the counter game, which the Indians do up till the Imperial Age. But the Britons' crossbows fare pretty well versus skirms as well, just due to the range. Until they get the Bodkin arrow and the elite upgrade, Slam could do quite a bit of damage with the extra range on the archers. And even against mangonels, it's the Brits outranging the mangonel by 1. It's a big deal. It makes that micro much easier, and it does give them a really powerful thing on their side.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's great. It's great when you play Britons. You're like, ha ha ha. Just all you gotta do is just kite and move back. Just hit, move back, hit, move back, and then that's it. That mangonel is pretty much as gone unless the guy's smart enough not to go so deep with it. But we'll see what happens here. There's only 4 archers I see so far. There's a couple more in the range, I think. But he's gonna send those 4 out right now.
Cross
Let's
the map.
see. Yep, here we go. Cross the Iceland.
But of course, Nikov's made the right decisions here by walling up like this. And I said before about how this wall is going to be really awkward. But, he's done it. And actually, interestingly, Nikov's actually gone for double stable. And again, it's one of those situations, whereas the Indians, you really would quite like to have some knights right now, as they're going to be much more effective at dealing with small numbers of archers, until, of course, the archers get massed up enough. But, I think this is good, and I guess, he's got to make the best of it, and those camels, with the extra melee and pierce armor, the extra +1 they do get, it's something at least. It's some kind of saving grace, I guess. But Slam's definitely on the way over right now, and Castle Age any second.
Yeah, could we see a repeat of last game? Could we see a repeat of last game though, where you might just drop a siege workshop as well, get the mangonel out, and just camel man combo like we saw last game? Because it could be legitimately possible. And the better thing in this occasion as well is the fact that as Slam as Britons, it doesn't have the bloodline knights, so they're a little bit weaker.
Yes,
it makes the camels far more effective at dealing with the knight problem when it comes to taking the mangonels out.
Yeah, right now it doesn't look like there is a hole at the moment. I don't think Slam's going to find an easy way in. Obviously, he's up against a brick wall quite literally right here. And what's his crossbows going to do? He could come around to this wood line, maybe find a villager out there. Nicov should see that coming before they do make it, and then be able to move them away in time. But yeah, Nicov here can quite easily add a second TC, and probably also make camels at the same time, just because of that fantastic Indian eco which we've seen. So 2 stable camels coming out, second TC on the way up, and I think this puts Nicov in a decent position, to be honest, even still. Although, again, he's got to be careful. He doesn't want to just suicide the camels. He's probably going to need to get a decent number together before he can realistically run at those crossbows and take a good fight.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, there's a siege workshop put down there from Nicov. He's also, again, that second TC at the back. What is Slam? Is Slam got a second TC? Oh, okay, he's getting, both up. It's going to get 3 TCs up. One to the south is main one, next to that wood line. One up next to that gold. Yeah, looking all right. Again, that's just Britain's cheap TCs, man. Just
no surprises there. No surprises.
Oh, dear.
But yeah, right now, Nicov, again, he could play that sort of defensive style where he leaves the leaves the mangonel at home to defend. He could push out with the mangonel as well. But okay, here we go. He's coming out with the camels, and what? Surely can't end well. 3 camels versus about 15 crossbow with bodkin arrow. Yeah, he's get out of there because he cannot take that fight. Again, I think the problem right now is that neither player can really hit either's economy. These camels, what are they going to do? Run up to a TC and just fall over? And what are the crossbows going to do against this walling? So you've kind of got the situation where neither player can really hit each other. So they're just kind of having a small skirmish in the middle of the map. But neither player should probably overcommit at this stage. Unless, Slam wants to come forward with siege and really do a full Castle Age strat like last game. But it's much harder on this map. I feel.
I was about to say. Yeah, sorry, I was
Yeah, go
totally interrupt you there. I was about to say, it's a really good point, because I was about to say, when it comes to this map for Nicov, it was looking hard to wall, but now he has walled it. It's not so simple for Slam to put some siege down, because you would have to go to the very far right-hand side of the map, and that's only got some stone walls, and it's quite choky, so he can put some more stone walls behind if he needs to, or you have the Mangonel in place anyway by that point. So it'll be difficult, because then if Slam doesn't do that, then the siege have to come all the way from the other side, and that's never going to happen. So I think you're absolutely right. I think it's just going to be a bit of a poke and prod situation in the middle of the map, see where everyone's at. But, oh, hello.
Yeah, that Mangonel definitely changing things up a little bit there, as Slam gets a nice volley in, but now he's being chased away by the camels. And, I mean, he could just turn around here. Camels with +3, not as tanky as Knights, but still, I mean, it's not too bad at all. Bear in mind, they have less attack damage as well, so these... Oh, this is nice. Slam's going to find the Mangonel. Oh, very nice. He'll get the Mangonel here, and he'll probably be able to turn against these camels as well, so... Yeah, I feel like Slam taking a decent fight there.
Well, he got the Mangonel. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, okay, the camels actually will clean him up at the back. And do I hear like I can hear a lot of camels coming out for Nicov, or either that or they're dying. I don't know what I'm hearing right now.
They're dying. They're just dying. I think they're dying. But what's interesting there as well. Yeah, the safe sound. The safe sound. What's interesting in that fight as well, Slam doesn't have any actually armor upgrades on those crossbows, so the camels. No, he's still got none.
Okay.
That's why they were dying a little bit more than we expected, because there's no real extra need to put an extra punch in there, really. So that's how it all happened, really. I think it was overall, I think a fairly evenish trade. Maybe Slam got a little bit more out of it because the Mangonel got taken down. But overall, I think both players would be like, oh, okay. That was it. Moving on.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I thought actually Slam might have cleaned the camels up, but it's hard to say, because I mean, you just don't often see camels fighting versus crossbows, especially when they've got +3 armor, which is just it's kind of unusual, I guess. But Nicov here, adding his 3rd TC now, quite a bit later than Slam, but for the time being, population's absolutely neck and neck, 68 and 69 each. And we got a monastery up for Nicov as well. So we can obviously grab some relics, which he's going to do straight away. Heal his camels up if he likes. And Slam actually adding a stable right now.
Oh.
That's interesting.
I guess that was maybe an expected response to the Mangonel, maybe. Maybe he's just thinking if I can get a couple of knights out. But as I said earlier about having no bloodlines or anything, it's a bit of a oddish choice, I will say.
Oddish. I didn't realize we were playing Pokemon, but
all
right.
God.
Well, Slam. I mean, okay, yeah. Obviously, it's to try and get the Mangonel, but I don't know, with these camels here, if Nicov plays it well, it shouldn't be a problem. We'll see. I mean, Slam right now, as you said before, still doesn't have upgrades on his crossbows on the defense, but they do pack a punch. And with the crossbows, it's normally just about sheer numbers. Obviously, the Mangonel is always a big threat, though, and let's see if Slam here can defend. He's got the hill. You can see it's just a hill-ish. The snow makes it hard to see.
That tiny little mound. Oh yeah, I love the hills, man, on the snow. It's great. It's actually a little bit deceptive, because some players might just think, oh well, it's all flat ground, and then they get absolutely annihilated, and they think, how'd that happen? But so this is actually really interesting. I'm surprised Nikov's getting this aggressive. I think he just wants to pin back Slam from getting a bit too overreaching on his own base. Yeah. So by being this aggressive himself, he has to make it work though, because if he commits too much into here, then you'll lose out massively here. So
I'm worried about Slam's position, because Nikov's ahead by about 8 or 9 villagers right now, and. Ooh. Yeah, that's gonna hurt, especially since Nikov's got now map control. He's grabbing relics. He's doing all the housekeeping, and yeah, I just think Nikov's eco is looking really good. Actually, he's in a strong position. If you look at the resources, he's got surplus food and gold. Compared to Slam, who's like absolutely bone dry in terms of resources. But there go the Knights going for the Mangonel. He will snipe it. The Mangonel's going to shoot, miss, and now Nicov can probably push this. Oh no, he's going back. I think there's probably too many crossbows, right?
Yeah, that's too many crossbows. Yeah. And the Mangonel's too far away. I was surprised there. How the hell did he get that Mangonel with well, one knight that only got lost.
I think it was the crossbows at the back.
Oh,
just
yeah.
taking it out.
True.
But
That's quite surprising there.
yeah.
I think what he should have done there was just send the rest of the camels forward to try and basically just hey, come here, and then let the other camels, like 3 or 4 of them, take care of the knights. But it's a tricky situation though in terms of how that was going to play out. So no real. See?
Yeah, there you go. The Mangonel going down. Now Nikov's actually giving chase. So, I don't know. Let's see if he can actually do this. He's killing a few crossbows pretty quickly. The crossbows do have the 1 defense upgrade now. But, yeah, Nikov's got 1 attack upgrade. It's so hard to know how well these camels are going to fare. I mean, it looks to me like the crossbows are coming out on top with a little bit of micro. But I can never be too sure because I said that last time and then they just end up getting cleaned up. So, again, is it the camels? Is it the crossbows? I don't know. I don't see this anywhere near enough to have a much of a gauge. I think it's the crossbows. I think it's the crossbows. Is it?
I think it's the crossbows. I think it's the crossbows because it was more just down to the sheer micro there from Slam. He didn't. Oh.
No, is it the crossbows though?
No. Title of the game on YouTube.
Yeah.
Is it the crossbows? Is it the crossbows? Is he gonna win? Oh, I think he's gonna win.
It was it was a super close fight though.
But we were right though, Zach. We were right.
You were right in the end. But I mean, it probably came out a little more costly for Nicov, I feel, in that case, since the camels are a little more expensive than the crossbows. So Slam probably came out on top there. But Slam is not 50% up to the Imperial Age, is he? Nicov is. And Slam is about to click up in just a moment. But, I mean, that's kind of, to me, that's quite impressive, isn't it? Like, Nicov doing a 3 TC boom, massing up camels, which costs food and gold, yet still clicks up to the Imperial Age before Slam, who's also on a 3 TC boom, but making crossbows, which don't cost any food. It's definitely going to give Nicov an edge here as he hits Imp. And the question is, once again, what will he do? Do you think he'll go for the heavy camel route? Or are we going to see, oh my god, are we going to see elephant archers? Because they are... Oh, no, he cancelled it. Damn it.
What?
Damn it, Nicov. Please.
God.
I legit think that the elephant archers could be good. I mean, elephant archers do deal with archers quite well. But they're just so expensive, and I think it's a little risky,
And slow. And that's the problem, is that the castle on the other side, he can't build anything more forward because it's in the middle of the lake. So by the time he gets anything remotely of an army, but Slam would have had like 50 arbalists and be like, hello. So that's a real annoyance to him there. But I think you will probably see maybe the Imperial Camel just because how strong that unit is. But he will need something else because here's the thing. The Slam will have the arbalest. He will have like 11 range once he gets to full upgrades. And maybe transition well enough into the longbows, and then that's another problem to deal with 12 range. You can try and go onagers, but if Slam's got good micro, this is another really interesting matchup.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, I think Nikov's going to go towards the Imperial Camel. Heavy Camel's on the way. He's just finished +5 defense on the camels, or he's just finishing it. So, I mean, definitely something Nicov can do, but I think a mono army of camels probably won't be as effective versus the Brits here. And Slam's got a lot of crossbows already. Nikov's coming forward, but that castle's going to come up just in time to repel this. There's no way he's going to want to run into there. Oh, wow. Is he going to really fight there? Is this real life? Nicov, what is this? Oh, no, Nicov, get out, dude. Why is he fighting?
All right, I think he just tilted.
Oh, wow. Now he's leaving, but Castle has ballistics. The Arbs have ballistics. That's a peppering of arrows if I've ever seen one. And that's Imperial for Slam as well. That was a bit unnecessary, I feel.
That was
Nicov
very unnecessary.
Maybe just asserting dominance there.
I can run underneath the castle with just basic camels.
Yeah, why not?
Fight me, bruh. Oh, well. Anyway, so Trebuchet will be coming up, though, from Nicov. I expect... Could you maybe see bombard cannons? Oh, God. I don't even know. What is he trying to go for here? He hasn't got a university, so that's not happening.
He didn't have a university last game either. I think he's going for Imperial Camel here. He's actually idling his stables right now. He doesn't have any archery ranges, so no skirms. But there's that Arbalest upgrade, 10 range. And
Hello.
they're going to pack a punch now as well. There's the heavy camel upgrade. And sure, I mean, they're pretty tanky. 140 health, 5 pierce armor. And every time we see this fight, this is like the third time now that Nicov chased these archer units past this lake.
God.
Like Benny Hill theme tune needs to be playing right now as they go past for the third time. But is it going to be the Arbalest? Is it going to be the camels?
Let's find out.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's nothing.
It's going to be the Arbalest. I mean, between the house and the archery range, there's no way Nicov can fight that. And now Nikov's deployed his Treb, but now he's packing it up because he's like, yep, that's not going to happen.
It's like on second thought, this is not a place I want to be. Yeah, man, these Arbalists. Like, wait till he gets the longbow transition, which I hope he does, because the extra damage and the range and everything else on top of that, and I think a bit more HP as well because the elite. Man, like that's pretty good stuff. What was interesting when we just saw them moving in those camels was how tanky they become. Like the +5 pierce armor and like just as heavy camel.
Oh,
like
yeah.
My God.
I'm grinning right now though. Imperial camel 85%, elephant camel and elephant archers on the way out. Right, why are the elephant archers a legit choice here? Well, 300 HP and 3 base pierce armor, unupgraded right now. These guys are absolute tanks, and they fire back. So it's like a ram that fires back basically against these Arbalest, and plus Imperial camels as well. I mean, this is heavy, this is slow, but if Nicov can pull this one off, that's gonna be something. I tell you what.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's a small weakness though to Nikov's game plan though. In terms of Slam, could still go with this halberdier option. He does have that available to him. Can just send them in. I know there's camel archers and everything else, and of course the Imperial camel's mighty strong. But more importantly, I think it's more to be a meat shield as such. Just have them in there to be an annoyance to try and deal with first. Let the Arbalest just sit back and start raining arrows on them, on particularly the camels.
Yeah, sure.
And then hopefully you try. I know I'm trying theory craft here a lot, but it's possible. It's worth looking into because it's trash unit. It's not like you're investing any gold into it as such. We are seeing that though. 2 racks is being put down. This is definitely a halberdier option coming in from Slam.
Oh, absolutely. I think you're right. The halbs are going to be on the way. I wonder if he's doing chainmail armor. I wonder if he saw the elephant archers. God damn, I can't speak. Because if he did see them, then I think it's a decent reaction. To be honest, he's also getting some longbows out as well. But yeah, I mean, those elephant archers, they're going to have like 7 pierce armor when fully upgraded. That is if, of course, they do get the final upgrade. I'm sure they get ring. So, yeah, so there's going to be 7 pierce armor. That's pretty intense. Plus the fact they've got 300 health, and that's not even elite. So,
oh my God.
I mean, the elite elephant archers coming in that castle at the north.
You're joking.
I love this. Nikov's like, he's done his research, man. And the elephant archer's just so good here, I feel. And if he could just wait until he gets that upgrade before he takes the fight, oh, this is going to be brutal. I think this could be really tough for Slam right here. But I think right now he shouldn't take the fight yet. He needs to wait. He needs to get some numbers and needs to get the final upgrades because he's nearly dying in one volley still here. These Arbalest are taking him out in one volley, but there's the elite upgrade, an extra 50 health, and still waiting on the ring archer armor upgrade at the moment.
Yeah, slight little increase on the damage as well, which is of course very beneficial. Always helps.
Yes.
But yeah, 50 HP is also massive, just in general. Along with the soon-to-be 7 pierce armor, I think it's gonna take more than one volley to take one of those out. That's for sure.
Well, the problem is though, the real problem here for Slam, I feel is, for Nicov is the range of the Brits. I mean, don't underestimate 11 range. That is huge. Yes. And when your elephant archers have 4+3. That's 7 range versus 11 range with a bit of micro. We already saw it just a moment ago. Slam could kite these guys very, very effectively. I think this is going to rely on Slam's kiting ability and also Nicov being able to force a fight where these elephant archers can really show their presence. They are fully upgraded now. I believe they should be fully upgraded. I don't think there's any more techs that he could get at this point. Oh, wow. Look at that castle in the south. Nicov built a tower there. That's brilliant.
Oh, but the camels have arrived. Hello.
Yeah.
Can they deny it?
I think they won't deny it. No,
Nah,
they will
they
deny
can.
it. They will deny it. It was close, but that's going to be
Yes.
like a 96% castle there for Slam, surely. Oh, 91%, but still, I mean, that was close, man. Anyway, in the north of the map, Slam with the Halbs, with the Arbs, laying siege to the castle up in the north. The Imperial Camels are on the way over. The Elephant Archers, they are fighting. And wow, they are tanky. Just look at that camel at the top. Tanking. Tanking for days. And Nicov just wants to get his army out. This is brutal, man. These Elephant Archers, if Nicov can get a good number of these guys out. Oh,
my
he's
God.
laughing. He is going to be laughing.
Oh.
I
Oh my God.
feel like all Nicov needs now is a couple of bombard cannons to come in the back and start, you know, taking out these grouped up arbs. I think that would be huge. But I think the problem is Nicov needs to bring the Elephant Archers forward. He's letting a lot of his camels die for free here. The camels are actually taking on the Halbs quite well, which is, again, not kind of surprising. But, I mean, Imperial camels, what can't they do? And Nicov rolling forward. And it's going to get to the point where Slam cannot retreat anymore, and he has to fight these camels out here. I mean, these elephant archers out here. They take 3 volleys from these arbalests right now.
Jesus Christ.
That is
But there is an interesting
intense.
point, though, is the halberdiers aren't actually fully upgraded. They're missing the actual blasters, let alone the actual, the other one. The, God, what's the second one? Iron casting? Whatever it is. The number 2. Iron casting, yeah, that's the I knew all along.
Blast furnace is 4, iron casting is 2.
So iron casting in the blast furnace he's missing out on. That's huge amount of damage because it's a multiplier damage when it's up against the cavalry unit. So that is just gigantic from unbeknownst. Anyway, so the trebuchet is trying to focus on the castle, but there's only 2. One got taken out. So
but I mean, look at
That's
this.
the
Slam can't fight this. He's like, oh
No.
god damn, I gotta run to help between his legs. And those elephant archers are coming for you. I mean, seriously though, real talk for a second. What can the Indians not do?
I don't know. I just don't
I mean,
know
they're
anymore.
just so good. Like, in almost every situation, they're like the ultimate counter-civ.
Oh my god.
It's crazy. But, I mean, okay, I mean, what could you do if you are... maybe a monk civ could be pretty good, for example. Nicov in the south now, going to take down this castle out here with his rams and the light cabs, whilst his main bulk of his army remains in the north. And, yeah, I mean, that castle's going to fall. It's going to... it's not like it's really doing anything down there anyway, but... Oh, this is just crazy. The elephant archers are so good. And it's nice because it's like Nikov's done his homework as well, you know?
Yeah, no, he's really been on top of this. It's been so great to see able to utilize these Indians so well. But let's see how this fight comes out, though, because these rams are actually interesting to use. Again, massive, of course, that pierce armor they have. So.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The rams are, again, actually really important. We saw it in previous games as well when, you know, in the first series that we saw today, the rams were really pivotal. In this case, yeah, it worked, actually. It does work because the rams are going to basically soak up the damage. And sure, the camels are going to run in, but the halbs are there as well. So with the rams in the picture... Nicov can no longer really fight that as well as he'd like, and as a result, he's got to run back. And this is a really nice game so far. Nicov, don't underestimate this push on the south. These light cavalry could get in and start raiding Slam's economy, and he has to be very careful of that, as well as this castle going down, because that's going to be the door to his eco up there, or down there.
Yeah, more and more rams just coming in. It's just using villagers to fight it. Light cav then added in. Oh, just try to take care of those villagers. That's really nice. And that that could go down if he's not too careful. Slam has to react to this somehow. He's got to get some halberdiers down there or something. Just try and take care of, because it will take care of the light cav and the rams.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, that castle looks like it's a goner. We've also got Elite Skirb for Nicov as well here as he transitions to the late game. But would you look at his gold? He's got like 1.3k gold in the bank. He's got 3 relics right now. The 4th relic's actually in his territory as well. So he could have 4 at this point. And Slam's going to push forward through the center of the map. But I think Nikov's really going to be interested in what he can do with the raiding. And... yeah, I think that could actually be quite pivotal here as well, the raiding that he can do. But he's certainly not going to run out of gold for any time soon. And this puts Nicov in a good position. Slam, on the other hand, has 22 gold in the bank. And he is, it's out. So, you know, once these gold units are gone, they are gone. There's no coming back. Nicov here, bringing in some light cabs to try and hit the rams. The cap rams taking quite a lot of damage from these elephant archers, and that's good. They want to be soaking up that damage.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'll just keep patrolling in between the lines.
Yeah, exactly.
And let everyone else do the work. But this is really bad though for Slam that's having no gold, because now Nicov can trade fairly inefficiently, but it will be efficient in a way, because like for every unit that Slam loses that's gold is far more valuable right now than towards Nico. So Nicov's. So yeah, Slam has got to do something. He's got to try and push pretty hard right now, otherwise he's in a bad position, like pretty much GG position. His resources are looking really weak as well.
Well, those rams are going down, and once the rams are gone, Slam cannot maintain his presence there. He just doesn't have, you know, the ability to tank against these elephant archers. So once the rams are out of the picture, well, that's it. And right now, Slam's making more capped rams, but as we said before, his gold is all but gone. So big problem. Also in the south, it looks like Slam's going to lose mangonels down here for free as well. But yeah, Nicov now going to push the advantage, I feel. And with the light cavalry coming in as well, it's ridiculous. They get +4/+4 on the light cabs as well, and it's just sure they don't get.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean they're just so good. Indians are ridiculous, to be honest.
No, please. Inbound. I imagine like next week patch to Indians. Badly there. Oh.
No, I think actually in terms of siege, I'm just looking very briefly at the Indians' tech tree here, so I'm going to be paused in the game for a moment. I mean, their siege is lacking. They don't get siege ram, they don't get siege orange, they don't get heavy scorpion. They do get bombard cannons though, and the bombard cannons can be very, very strong. So, Hussar now for Nicov, and like I say, I mean, they're just so strong with everything else that they've got. It's ridiculous. Cap rams coming forward. And now it's all going to be about who controls the rams here.
Bit like a mayor war, huh?
Yeah, it is even, but obviously with only capped ram in this case. And even the Treb's doing some work from Nicov. He's got them around, so why not use them? Killing a few Arbalest in the back. Look at this. Bam! Yeah. Going down.
Okay, sit down, sir.
Pew pew. But I just don't see how Nikov's going to lose this many elephant archers so easily. Although saying that, the Halbs are coming forward, and if the Halbs actually do get to that front line, well, they're going to be pretty devastating. Whoa, hang on a minute. Nikov's taking damage. Wow, gonna lose both Trebs. He's falling behind in the ram count. And Nicov fighting quite far away from reinforcements as well, so... Oh, wow, good fight for Slam right there.
He is holding on so well.
Really holding it, isn't he?
Because even with the 3 relics, once the gold's dried up, which I believe it must have done by now, can he sustain that amount of production of those elephant archers? Can he? Like...
yeah, I don't know. I think... Well, they get sultans, which gives them 10% extra gold income. So the 3 relics are going to work a little bit faster, but I mean, it's not going to be enough to sustain Elephant Archer for the rest of the game. So I almost feel like if Slam can just kill the Elephant Archers once, then he probably has the best chance to come back. Or he has a chance to come back, if you want to call it a comeback. Because, I mean, it's still not exactly over for him either, but you know what I mean? It's like...
Yeah, he's got a lot of work to do still, but it's...
Yeah, if he can keep his Arbalest alive and kill the Elephant Archers, big ask. But if he can do that, then I think he's got a good chance. And at least he's got a good way to keep his Arbalest alive, just thanks to their huge range.
I do like what Nicov has done here, though. He's shifted the battle. He doesn't want to fight in the middle, really. It's not... He wants to be where his units are, but as such, you know, there's 4 stables there, the castle up and everything. The thing is, though, Slam's kind of okay as well, because I got the high ground. So it's a bit unfortunate for Nicov, but I can see what he's trying to do. It's just, if there was no hill, it would have been a perfect situation for him.
Oh, yeah.
But now, so Nicov here, high ground. Oh, my God.
Yeah, with the high ground, this is really nice. He's actually patrolling the Halbs in front. He doesn't even care if they die. The whole goal here is to basically suicide the Halbs and just let the Arbalest do the work against these guys. And he is slowly but surely picking them off. And even the Mangonel at the south here getting a couple of shots in.
Yes, go
Why
on,
not?
Magdalene.
Oh wow! I think
What?
this is it for Nicov. He's gonna lose all these elephant archers. What a
That's-
hold by Slam. So
insane.
so well done.
Wow. That's insane. And Nikov's gold
Amazing.
now down to 80. You can afford now currently 1 elephant archer. So not looking good. And you know, late game when it comes to situation for the trash for Indians, like how good is it? Okay, they got the Hussar, that's nice, but amazingly Slam has still got the bulk of his Arbalest. And that's
how important is that hill right now though? I mean,
I know.
It's 25% extra damage. And that's actually pretty huge. When it takes 3 volleys to kill the elite elephant archers. Well, now it suddenly takes 1.5. That suddenly makes it so much easier to fight. And the rating from Nicov in the south has died down. There's none of that going on anymore. And Slam's kept most of his Arbalest alive, and that's exactly what he needs to do here. The only thing I'm concerned about is the relics. Because Nicov just has got those 3 relics. I'm surprised he hasn't grabbed the 4th. In fact, he will grab it, yeah. And with that, it's going to be a lot of extra gold coming in. It's going to be about 5 or 6 villagers basically gathering gold full time. And don't underestimate the impact of that over the course of this game, especially as Slam has no relics right now.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really important. Else get more rams out, whatever, or maybe get a couple of more elephant archers if you really want to. But I think the rams are probably a bit more key here. But here's his fight. Here we go. How is Slam able to have a trebuchet at this point in the game? Like, he must be selling some serious resources to be able to afford it.
Well, people in the chat are criticizing my math, and I wasn't actually doing it mathematically. I just want to point out real quick, though, that you haven't taken into consideration overkill. If it takes 3 volleys to kill an elephant, but the 3rd volley that's required only needs to do 1 damage to kill it, then just having a 25% attack damage increase can reduce the amount of volleys that you need quite significantly. Just keep that in mind, guys, as overkill is has a big impact, I should say. Anyway, Nicov right here, still pushing forwards, yet he's still pushing at this hill. I mean, don't you think maybe he could consider shifting the focus of the battle somewhere else?
Well, it's a bit tricky still in the middle, the way it all plays out. Another hill there, I guess. And then to the south, there's another hill. Slam has 3 hills at 3 important points.
Yeah, so that's so true.
Can't really go anywhere. It's actually, I didn't realize until now. It's one of those sort of things we don't really think about until when you see it. But here we go. Can he make another big push?
Oh man. Well, actually, the problem for Slam here is he's starting, the Arbalest are being whittled down slowly but surely. There's some skirms at the back and all sorts. But still, I mean, I'm amazed he's kept them alive for so long. Slam, though, starting to produce his own skirmishes now. And these Arbalest, I think they are going to fall, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is going to be a case where Nicov can afford the all-important gold units that he needs to turn this into his favor. And plus the fact he has Hussar, which the Brits don't have. And you've got a recipe for disaster for Slam now if these Arbalest die. And it looks like they're gone.
Yeah, that's it. That's GG. That's game. Oh,
that is
so
game.
Unfortunate for him. I feel so sorry for Slab because I think he played so well, but it's just what comes down to it that when it comes to Ghost, like Slam didn't have the map control as such. We saw earlier on there was like 2 castles you can see from Nicov at the top, and to the south he lost those 2, and all that gold and everything that Nicov collected was massive, and just of course the freaking elephant archers.
Oh yeah,
God.
Well, I mean, I've got to give credit to Slam, to be honest, because he dealt with the elephant archers very well, and he played very well. But I mean, you cannot deny that 4 relics is going to give you a big advantage in the late game. Considering that Slam, I believe, had none. That's just a lack of gold that caused Slam to falter in the end there. But you're right. I mean, Slam didn't have great map control, and Nicov played well in the Castle Age. And I think once again, it's that case where if you're against the Indians, I think you have to kill them quite quickly. I think you have to try and kill them before they really gather enough steam to just make whatever army they need to counter you, because they have everything. up their sleeve. You know, they just morph. They're like, yeah, they can just morph into anything they like, and that's really strong. I'm really happy to see the elephant archers though, and you can see how they are super effective against archer units.
Yeah, you can see it in this game. It's a really good example of how viable they are as a unit. They're expensive, God, they are. But again, hopefully we'll see in the stats like how good they were in terms of the KD. I'm having a quick peek now. I can see. I don't want to spoil it until you go. Until you go there.
Okay, I'm gonna do it as well. Let's go to the stats then. Military stats. Nicov, 438 units killed, 373 lost. It's not too bad actually.
No, it's not too bad. And yeah, it could have been a little bit greater. And people were like, 60 units difference, not massive, but it's still significant enough in the end because when you really come down to it, like a lot of it was actually Halbs being thrown in by Slam to try and frontline it. So yeah, I think that's kind of a whereabouts I would see that stat line coming up. But yeah, what a set of series I have had. Thank you very much for having me on. I tell you what, I have enjoyed myself far too much. Gonna get some food and have a nap.
Have a nap.
To try get myself over this game.
Tired you out that much? I've still got 2 sets to cast. But yeah, someone in the chat saying about Parthian tactics, real quick. Checking the tech tree for the Indians, you can see that Parthian tactics was not researched for Nicov.
Ooh.
And that would have maybe made quite a big difference as well. Because I mean, they do count as a cavalry archer unit, the elephant archer.
Yeah.
Something to consider. And I question, he probably would have had thumb ring, but maybe he didn't think Parthian tactics. So that would have been huge, actually. Maybe he would have won it earlier. About the spectator